What's up, guys? So I'm here with my amazing spouse, husband, Ryan Hartcup, and a lot of people want to know some questions. They see what is happening in our lives on social media, but now that Zoe Farr is with us, we are going to, she's going to do a little Q&A with us while we're here. So that way, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, you actually know who you're getting into business with. So go ahead, Zoe, knock it out.
Okay, let's start off. Why don't you guys tell us the story behind the name of Realtor Real Estate?
Okay, so I've been in the business for 17 years. I started in New Orleans, Louisiana. When I moved to Atlanta, that's when I really feel like I started winning in real estate. And I was actually at a real estate conference and somebody asked me for a business card, and I was all out of business cards. You know, I'm a huge networker, and so ran out, which would never happen again. And so I said, well, it's realtorrealtor@gmail.com, and went on the plane and started going ahead, built up that website, took that Gmail, built up the website, and then the brand started beginning in that regard with my Facebook and Instagram. So 7-1 here, and you don't have to be tall to work for Realtor Real Estate. That's another question we always get asked, but yeah, so that's how it began. And I was actually at a Mexican restaurant. It's kind of funny. There was like zero ego in this. I think I had like 4 followers, and this girl ran up to me and says, "Oh, can I take a picture? You're the Realtor Realtor." And so that's when I knew maybe we were onto something. And I always took client photos at closing with my clients, and they basically, you could see the size comparison, which I thought was like a very big standout. I know everybody takes pictures with their clients, but it was super funny, especially if my client was like 5'4", so.
Nice. What do you think is one of the best things about working with your partner?
I think for me, this business has a lot of ups and downs. And I think having somebody to be in that business with, we see a lot, you know, in the day-to-day, and as realtors, and I think most realtors can agree with this, we wear more hats today than we ever did. You know, we have to be marketing and finance and all of these different things that a lot of companies are able to run their businesses with multiple hats, with multiple people instead of one person wearing so many hats. So being able to lean on him to pick up where I might be weak or vice versa, I think is probably the best thing. And we have the same goal. We're trying to build a family business that we can help better serve our community. So
I also feel too, if I do have a question that I don't know, I can always reach out to him to make it easier to get an answer instead of trying to figure it out on my own. So that also helps too.
yeah.
What do you guys love about Atlanta, and what would you say are one of the best things to living and settling down in Atlanta?
You go.
So I've been in Atlanta for 33 years. I have seen the exponential growth that I always say living here for so long. I always want to say people, do you want to live inside the perimeter or outside the perimeter? Because it's two very different areas, and also congestion-wise. Closer into the city you get, the more traffic you're going to get. The less out in the city, the more property, the size you get more for your value. So it really just kind of depends on where you're at. If you like a commute, if you don't like a commute, and really sitting down and kind of honing in on that area that you want to be in is going to be key in finding your perfect house.
Yeah, and I mean location, right? So lifestyle is everything. And I think in town versus OTP, outside the perimeter, if you're familiar, those are the terms we use. And I think it's interesting that not just the commute, because you can find somewhere to work that hopefully is closer, that way you don't have to hit Atlanta traffic, but also the livability, the walkability, the lifestyle, what restaurants, what, you know, if you're looking for certain neighborhoods and things like that, that's super important. I think one of the greatest things about Atlanta is that we're a Delta hub, but just not Delta, but also several Fortune 500 companies are here, which allows a lot of people to move into a metropolitan, but yet still southern city, and also one thing that I've realized over the years is that being a Delta hub, guess what, baby? It's a nonstop flight. So we figured that out. So that's one of my favorite things. But again, there's just so many amenities here that no matter what you're looking for in your life, you can find it here, whether it be food, culture, all the things. Atlanta has something for everybody.
Your favorite neighborhoods in Atlanta?
So I'm an in-town boy. When I moved here, I instantly went into Midtown. Midtown and downtown are two very different things for those that don't live in the city. But I didn't even get on the interstate for the first 2 years. So most of the in-town neighborhoods, most of my clients live in town. Ryan serves the OTP outside the perimeter, but also in town as well now. And my favorite neighborhood is, I have three, probably that are the heart, and they remind me so much of my roots in New Orleans, which is Cabbagetown, Old Fourth Ward, and Emmett Park, because I love architecture, and I think that these are some of the most beautiful architecturally styled homes for this area, but for the South as well. So
I'm gonna shoot OTP and go with Alpharetta, just because it has Avalon, amazing downtown, Marietta, specifically west side of the interstate, because it's divided by 75, because it's where the Marietta Square is. And I would also have to go with Peachtree City down south, just because it's a golf course community and you can ride your golf course anywhere.
okay.
So you guys have been in real estate for a long time now. I'm sure you guys have a lot of funny stories. What is one of the weirdest things you've ever seen in a home?
That's a very good question. I don't think, actually, I do know. Somebody's yard once had, this is a very weird thing. They had their planter boxes outside for their garden were in the shape of coffins. So I don't know if they were like goth or whatever that was, but I just thought that was a very interesting, and it was an older home. And so it kind of had an interesting aesthetic to it. And I remember walking in with my clients. This actually was in, I won't tell you the neighborhood, but in the in-town market. And it just was kind of an interesting, and I'm from New Orleans, like we have all the things, the ghosts, the vampires, all the things, right? And so I just thought this was like a weird thing. So that's for me.
Mine, I see a lot, but it's not necessarily a weird thing, but it's kind of a funny story, is my current listing that I have now in Monroe, Georgia. It is a farm on 12 acres, and when it's an estate sale, the clients that lived there prior had a new primary suite added on, and she wanted her own separate powder room from her husband, so they didn't have to use the bathroom in the same powder room.
Highly recommended.
So there's 2 toilets in the primary bathroom, 2 separate.
I think that's highly recommended, so.
I agree, but I've never seen it before. It was a first for me, so.
Speaking of home design trends, what is a trend that you hate to see in home design? What's something that you love?
Agreeably gray, let's agreeably disagree that needs to go, or agree that it needs to go away. Also, white cabinets, can we please stop using white cabinets? Let's do something different. Let's do some colors. Let's do some greens. Let's do some blues. Let's do some tans, browns, earth tones are big in trend right now. Also, black and white. Let's get rid of the black and white, please and thank you.
Low doorways. Next question.
Okay, let's do some rapid fire questions. Who is more likely to answer a client call after hours? Who is the bigger perfectionist? Who gets more emotionally attached to clients? Which of you would win if Realtor Real Estate had an Employee of the Month award?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I love that we're raising our hand, but we're not like agreeing on them. That's the funny part.
So what's your favorite Atlanta restaurant?
Ooh. I'm a huge Kevin Rathbun's fan, so I would say Rathbun's right off the belt line for me.
Same, but I don't want to use the same one, so let me give you another one. I would say Beetle Cat in Inman Park.
Ooh, also excellent. So we're creatures of habit, so a lot of times we like to go where we love. So,
What is your favorite vacation destination?
in the U.S.,
Sure.
mine is the Provincetown, Mass. But I can't say that I just have one. So anywhere that I love a European architectural vibe, and so New Orleans is also. I love history. I love the culture. So that's for me. So P-Town or New Orleans probably would be my travel spots.
Mine, a place that I did not get to spend much time there, but thoroughly enjoyed my time spending there, was Maine, when we went to see Kim Tarbox. I wish we could have stayed longer because it was such a beautiful state.
Yeah.
And I want to experience it a little bit more. So, Kim, can we get an invite, please? Thanks.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
Ooh.
Golden Girls,
Is it Golden Girls?
100%. I watch it every night
He does.
before I go to bed.
You also love what's those cop shows?
Like Live PD or stuff like that.
Yeah. My attention.
But it's not a guilty pleasure. I just like
Yeah.
watching this. And anything Indiana Jones.
That's a movie.
I know, but it's
I don't know. Friends is like really classic for me. I used to watch Seinfeld every night, and I could totally get back to that. But yeah, so those are the two that I could just watch endlessly, same episode over and over again. So
I have never seen you watch either one of those two. Next.
because now I'm binging it, doom scrolling on TikTok. But one of us in the loft. You watch what you watch, but I love, those are my two.
What is one thing you admire about the other person's way of doing business in real estate?
You can go first.
His ability to stay connected with his clients. He does a fantastic job. That's why we have retained so many of our past clients and kept up with them. They all just love him.
Yeah, but your clients love you too.
Oh, thank you.
I think Ryan's a workhorse. I think when we first started, and even before that he was in real estate, I got to see some of his AT&T background, but then like he went into property management because we didn't want to jump into business together initially, and I didn't want to have to like build a relationship and an employee kind of situation. But watching how he maneuvered those roles and then stepping in, and you have to realize, like, Ryan came in, I had been in the business for several years, I was already, in my stride, and he had to step in and was getting a lot of people going, oh, well, the nepotism, the whole, like, he's busy by default and all of that was kind of difficult, and how he navigated that and still continued to like thrive and build and grow. I think there's something to be said about that. So super proud of him for that. And now I watch him with clients that I work with as well, and I've just seen him grow into the successful realtor. And we don't sell homes, we sell trust, and he does it the same way I do. And so we feel like trusted partners, not only in our relationship, but also to our clients. So it's kind of cool. So I think that's great.
Well, also you trained me when I was a new agent. Most agents didn't have that. I mean, we lived together. I heard him negotiating contracts. I heard him,
And training never stops. Don't you forget that.
And it helped. I thought I had a little leg up on everybody because, me being a newer agent, I was negotiating like I had been in the business for 10, 15 plus years. So
Yeah.
What would you say makes your approach different from most agents?
I don't ever, for me personally, I know what I do and I know what I wanted. I had a vision from the very beginning of what I wanted this to look like. When I first got into real estate, I didn't have a mentor that was really showing me the way. But when I came to Atlanta, I had a lot of people that were successful that allowed me to either watch their success, but also their failures. And so getting into it, I'm not scared to take a risk. I'm not scared to take a chance, and I'm not scared to fail. And I think a lot of people don't do because they think they will fail. And so for me, fearlessness. Somebody asked me why I'm so confident in business, and it's because if you are the only person in that moment when you start that you can rely on, that builds a level of confidence if you get started.
Remind me the question again.
How do you guys do business that's different from other agents?
So also too is giving our clients the most information that we have, always there to answer questions for them. Buying a house isn't like buying t-shirts and shoes. It's a big process, and giving our clients the most knowledge, the best vendors, the best resources to use throughout the process, I feel like is our greatest value to them. Open lines of communication. I always like to say there's no dumb question in real estate. Please ask questions, because we are the experts, you are not. That is what makes us who we are.
Yeah.
Nice. Last question. If someone only remembers one thing about Realtor real estate after watching this video, what do you hope that it is?
You can lead with this.
Once you become a client, you become family. And we love on our people, we treat them like family, and we want you guys to feel like we are your family as well.
Yeah. For me, I think that this is a family business for us. And like he said, you are family. But I think that the thing I'd like to take away is that we sell trust. Like, we believe in being in business with people that we actually enjoy being in business with, and we will do everything in our power to help with their story. And I think that a lot of people go, oh, well, this agent, moving to closing and all of that. We're realtors for life, and we want to go ahead and be as important in that as you will allow us. And we're super honored that we can gain your trust. So that's huge for me, is that we're building relationships for a lifetime, and ones that hopefully are coveted and have helped people navigate some of their biggest milestones. So that's huge. All right, guys. Well, we had a great moderator, Zoe, here with us. And
Thanks, Zoe.
Yeah, as always, #LiveTall.